Good morning students, welcome to YouTube classes. In this class we are discussing about electricity and the revision of electricity chapter. You already discussed in the previous classes for the electricity and electrical components and Ohm's law, combination of resistors, electric power, all these are already discussed in the previous classes. Today in this video we are discussing revision of important topics and important questions on this lesson. Therefore electricity, you know the electricity and importance of electricity in our life. Without electricity we cannot lead any comfortable life. Nowadays electricity is very important. All the so much of electrical components in our houses, they are depending upon the electricity. Therefore the importance of electricity, you know that whenever we use telephone, we use mobile phone or mixer, grinder, washing machine, television, all these are electrical components are depending upon the electricity. Therefore the electricity is the one of the most important thing in our life. Therefore today in this class we are discussing about electricity and electrical components and electric power circuit. These are all discussed in this class. Therefore first we shall understand about what is a charge. We can understand what is a charge. Charge is the inherent property of matter that feels force of attraction or repulsion due to excess or deficiency of electrons. Charge is the inherent property of matter ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಒಂದು ಒಳಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಕವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ದಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಸ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಎಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ deficiency of electrons. Therefore it is of two types. Charge is of two types. Charges can be classified into two types. One is positive charge due to electrons deficiency and negative charge due to excess of electrons excess ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಕೊರತೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ದ SI ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ charge is coulomb. Very important. The SI unit of electric charge is coulomb. It is denoted by C. Therefore it is detected and measured using a device called electroscope. Andre charges can be detected and measured by using the instrument that is electroscope anteli helta hogtivi. Next we can understand another types of charges. There are two types already told that. Positive charge, these are made up of subatomic particles, proton. Positive charge means proton, these are made up of subatomic particles called protons. And negative charge, these are all made up of negative subatomic particles called electrons. Understand? Therefore the substance having one subatomic particles called proton, that is called as positive charge. The substances these are made up of negative subatomic particles and electrons. The substances which are made up of electrons are called negative charge ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. positive this is positive charge and this is negative charge. This is the force of attraction between the particles, that is called as charge ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Therefore the SI unit of electric charge is coulomb. Therefore this is very important. Next we can go for electric current. Next we shall moving on to electric current. It is the rate of flow of electric charges. What is electric current? Andre the rate of flow of electric charges from one point to another point or through a conductor is called electric current. Through a conductor means conductor ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಮೆಟಲ್ ಐರನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. For example, examples of conductors. From the flow of charges in a conductor from one point to another point is called as electric current. The electric current can be symbolically represented by letter I. Capital I means electric current and it is denoted by, it is derived from the formula Q by T. Q means electric charge and T is time taken. Therefore net charge Ne plus T ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. It is a scalar quantity. Electric current is a scalar quantity. It has only direction. And the SI unit of coulomb per second or amperes. The SI unit of electric current is ampere. It is measured by a device called ammeter. Electric current in a circuit can be measured by the device ammeter. Ammeter is an instrument used to detect amount of electric current flowing in a conductor. Therefore this is ammeter. Amps ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು Nowadays farmers are used in a farmhouse. The circuit board contains amps. Today the amps is not given. So many times farmers told that is amps means it is a ammeter. It shows the amount of current flowing through the circuit. It is direction. Its direction is taken positive to the flow of electrons. Its direction is taken positive to the flow of electrons. It flows as a result of potential difference across the ends of a conductor. It flows as a result of potential difference across the ends of a conductor. Therefore, the flowing of electric current in a conductor is depending upon the potential difference across the ends of a conductor. Therefore, this is positive charge, this is negative charge. Therefore, current is flowing like this. So what does an electric circuit mean? The important question is, what does an electric circuit mean? An electric circuit is a continuous and closed path of an electric current. If the electric currents complete, the current can be electric circuit. If the electric circuit complete, current can flow through the circuit. Therefore, electric circuit means it is a closed continuous path of electric current ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Define the unit of current. You already know that the unit of current is ampere. Therefore, what is the meaning of ampere? Define 1 ampere ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. SI unit of electric current is ampere. The current is said to be 1 ampere if 1 coulomb of charge flow per second across a cross section of conductor. 1 coulomb of charge flows per second across a cross section of conductor is known as unit of current. That means 1 ampere. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ charges flowing through the conductor. Therefore, 1 coulomb of charge flows per second in a cross section of conductor is known as 1 ampere ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Therefore, name a device that helps to maintain a potential difference between across a conductor. The potential difference across a conductor is maintained, is supplied by a device is called as battery. We told that a battery is a device, or it is a substance, it is a component that provides required potential difference in a circuit. Therefore, this is called as battery anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಆನ್ಸರ್. What is meant by saying that the potential difference between 2 points is 1 volt? ಓಕೆ, ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಂತ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಬೇರೆ 1 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದೇನು? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ SI ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. 1 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ SI ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ 3 components and 3 SI units. The first one is electric charge. Electric charge, the SI unit of electric charge is coulomb. Second one is electric current. The SI unit of electric current is ampere. And third one is potential difference or electric potential. The SI unit of potential difference is volt. Therefore, here the question is define 1 volt. ಅಂತನೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. The potential difference between 2 points is said to be 1 volt if 1 joule of work is to be done by moving 1 charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another point. Understand ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. From one point to another point, from the charge moving 1 coulomb of charge is moving from one point to another point, does how much of work is said to be done by the moving of 1 coulomb of charge? That is called as 1 volt. Therefore, 1 volt means if the 1 joule of work is to be done for ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ for moving charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another point. This is known as 1 volt. Next, circuit diagrams and symbols. We are using so many components in a circuit diagram. Therefore, it can be used by symbolically. We can use electric bulb. Therefore, we cannot write electric bulb. It can be write by using symbols. Therefore, in the circuit, we can draw battery, but BATTER, not like this. We can use it is symbolically used. Therefore, what are the components and symbols in this table? We can observe components and their symbols. And first one is an electric cell. Electric cell, the symbol of electric cell is like this. Here the long line indicates positive charge and small line indicates negative charge. This is called as cell, one cell. A battery or combination of cells. Battery means combination of cells, two or more cells combined to form battery. Therefore this is cell, it having a 2 volt. Therefore battery means two or more cells combined, that is called as, that combination of cells are called battery. Therefore this is the symbol of battery. Here 3 cells are joined or combined. This is cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, these are called battery. Combination of cells are called battery. Therefore plug key switch anta helತಾರೆ, this is open, there is no dot in the inside the bracket. This is a plug key, and this is a dot, there is a dot inside the bracket, then it is a plug key closed switch. Understand? When wherever a dot is present, this is closed. Dot is absent, therefore it is open switch. Wire joint, nodi like this, this is the symbol of wire joint. Then wire crossing without joining, with wire cannot cross, cannot joining with each other, with one another, but it crossed without joining like this. The symbol of crossing wire can be drawn like this. Electric bulb, this is the symbol of electric, like sig. Both are the symbol of electric bulb. A resistor of resistance R, this is the symbol of resistance and of resistor R. Variable resistance or rheostat ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Rheostat means it is the adjustable resistor. Whatever you want the value of resistance, we can adjust by using rheostat. Therefore this is the rheostat or variable resistors. Ammeter, this is the symbol of ammeter, A ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. And voltmeter, this is the symbol of voltmeter, we can write V inside the circle. And galvanometer, this is G inside the circle, the G is present, then that is a galvanometer. Where inside the circle A is present, that is ammeter. When the inside the circle V is present, that is voltmeter, and G is present, then that is a galvanometer. On what factors, another one important question is, on what factors the resistance of a conductor depends. Before understanding or before answering this question, we can understand what is the meaning of resistance, or what is resistance. Therefore resistance means, what is the defined resistance ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. So many times asking what is resistance. Therefore resistance means the property of the conductor to resist the flow of charges from one point to another point or through them. What is resistance? Resistance is the property of conductor to resist the flow of charges. Resist means opposes the flowing of charges through them. That property we called as resistance. It can be symbolically represented by the letter capital R. The SI unit of resistance is ohm. SI unit of resistance is ohm. Therefore next question, on important question is 2 marks question, important. On what factor does the resistance of the conductor depends? Resistance of the conductor depends. What factor? There are 4 factors does the resistance of the conductor depends. The resistance of the conductor depends upon, first one is the length of the conductor, and second one is area of cross section, and third one is temperature, and fourth one is the nature of material used to make conductor. These are the 4 important factors that the resistance of the conductor depends. Next, another one important question is the state Ohm's law. This is very very important. This Ohm's law is applicable for 3 variables like potential difference, electric current, and resistance. The Ohm's law is explain the relationship between potential difference, electric current, and resistance. Therefore this is called as Ohm's law. Important question for the examination or test, whatever it may be, but this is one of the important question. State Ohm's law. Therefore Ohm's law states that the potential difference across the ends of a given metallic wire is directly proportional to current flowing through it. Very simple. The potential difference across the ends of a given metallic wire is directly proportional to current flowing through it is the statement of Ohm's law. 1 marks ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Next, the mathematical formula of Ohm's law is V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ V means potential difference, I means electric current, R means resistance. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರು ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಮೂರು ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ನಮಗೆ whenever we using in the problems, the two variables are given. If potential difference is given and electric current is given and resistance to be find out, we using this formula V is equal to IR. Therefore, this is one of the important statement for Ohm's law. Okay, this is Ohm's law. The potential difference across the ends of a given metallic wire is directly proportional to current flowing through it. This is called as the statement of Ohm's law. The mathematical form of Ohm's law is V is equal to IR. Therefore, next the important question is why are coils of electric toaster and electric iron made up of an alloy rather than a pure metal? We can understand or we know that alloy and pure metal. Alloy means two or metals combined to form alloy. Therefore, pure metal ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is maybe gold, it is maybe silver, it is maybe copper. These are called pure metal. Coil of electric toaster and electric irons are made up of an alloy. Toaster and electric irons are made up of alloy. Give reason. Do not making with pure metal. Why? Give reason. Therefore, resistivity of an alloy is generally higher than that of pure metal. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ನ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಿಂತ ಅಲಾಯ್ನ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಇಫ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ಡ್, it produces more heat in less time. Therefore, if the use of electric toaster and electric irons can be, you already know that these are all using and these are all working by the principle of heating effect of electric current. These electrical devices are produces heat in a short period of time. Therefore, we are using alloy because alloy are made up of two or more metals combined and it produces heat in a less time. Therefore, resistivity of an alloy is generally higher than that of pure metal. That is first one point. And next one is at high temperature, an alloy does not oxidize readily. At high temperature, an alloy does not oxidize readily. Hence, coil of an alloy has a longer life. The coil of an alloy is a longer life. For example, electric toaster, electric irons, electric stove, all these are all made up of nichrome. Nichrome is an example for alloy. It is made up of nickel and manganese. Therefore, this is the answer of this question. And next question is, what are the advantages of connecting electrical devices in parallel with the battery instead of connecting them in series? In the classes, I already told that combination of resistors. Combination of resistors in two types, resistors in series and resistors in parallel. There are two types of circuits, resistance in series and resistance in parallel. Therefore, what are the advantages of connecting electrical devices in parallel with a battery instead of connecting them in series? Advantages, parallel circuit advantages ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. Advantages of connecting electrical devices in parallel with battery as follows. First one is voltage across each connecting electrical device is same. When electrical devices are connecting in parallel circuit, voltage across each connecting electrical devices is same and devices take current as per its resistance. First one, separate on and off switches can be applied across each devices. In electrical circuits, components are connected in parallel circuit. Separate on and off switches can be applied across each device. That is the another advantages of parallel circuit. And the total resistance in a parallel circuit is decreases. Very important. The important and the very important advantages of electrical devices connecting parallel circuit is the total resistance in parallel circuit is decreases. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಸಾಕು, ಇದು ಮುಂದೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. And if one electrical device is damaged, then other devices continue to work properly. This is also one of the most advantage of parallel circuit. That is, If one electrical device is damaged, the remaining electrical devices are work properly. Therefore, the electrical devices in parallel circuit are do not dependent with any other devices. They are independent ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Next, what determines the rate at which energy is derived by a current? This is question is also equal to electric power. What is electric power ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ವಾಟ್ ಡೆಟರ್ಮೈನ್ಸ್ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಅಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಲೈವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪವರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪವರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪವರ್ ಡೆಟರ್ಮೈನ್ಸ್ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಅಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಲೈವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಎ ಕರೆಂಟ್. Electric power is determines the rate at which energy is derived by a current. Or another definition of electric power is defined as the rate of consumption of electrical energy in a electric circuit, or the rate of usage of electric energy in a circuit is called as electric power ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. P ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. The SI unit of electric power is watt. The SI unit of electric power is watt. Therefore ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪವರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ P is equal to VI ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪವರ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ P is equal to VI ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ, ಎನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮೋಟಾರ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ 5 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ 220 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್. ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮೋಟಾರ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ 5 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ 220 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್. ಡೆಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ದ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೋಟಾರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ 2 hours. Determine the power of the motor and energy consumed in 2 hours. It is given that current drawn by an electric motor I is equal to 5A. What are the given in the problem? We can solve whenever we can solve the problems, first you have to observe what are the given in the problem, first steps. Second step, what is the formula, what should be find out. So what is the finding question, so what can be find out. And third one is what is the formula we are using for the solution of problem. Therefore 3 questions asking himself. Therefore first one is given that I is equal to 5 ampere, given current is given 5 ampere, I is equal to 5 ampere. 220 volt means potential difference voltage, therefore V is equal to 220 volt. Then T 2 hour means time, 2 hour ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Therefore power can be calculated. Therefore power is equal to P is equal to VI 220 volt into 5, which is equal to 1100 watt. And energy consumed, therefore here we find out energy consumed. This is power is 110 watt, 1100 watt. Therefore this is power, but here we can determine energy consumed. E is equal to PET formula, P into T. Then P is 1100 watt and time is 2 hours. This can be converted into seconds. 2 into 60 into 60 7200 seconds ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore 7200 seconds into 1100, then it is equal to 2.2 kilowatt hour. This is watt hour. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದು ಅವರಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 2.2 ಕಿಲೋವ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಾರ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಬಹುದು. ಆರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಟು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ we directly taken hour, therefore we can multiply directly 2 into 1100, this is equal to 2200 watt hour. This watt hour can be converted into kilowatt hour divided by 1000, therefore 2.2 kilowatt hour. This is the answer for the given problem. Therefore these are the important questions in this chapter. We are discussing electricity. This is all these are questions are very important. And in this video, what are the topics we are discussing? All these are topics are very important for the test. FA1 test ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ all the students are study well. All these are questions are study well. So thank you students.